subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
First thing we need to talk about, family, what's going on out here in the nation streets. Y'all hear what's going on with the Trump administration and Haiti and Haitians. Have y'all heard about that? Now, we know that Trump's administration was talking about stopping immigration from all third world countries. All right. Because that attack that happened in D.C. So now they're laying the hammer down all over the place. They announced that Haiti no longer meets requirements for TPS, temporary protective status. So the Haitians got to leave. Let me read. This is from the Miami Herald. Department of Homeland Security said on Wednesday they announced the end of temporary immigration protections for Haitians, adding them to a growing list of immigrant groups seeing their protected status revoked by the Trump administration. They did something similar to the Somalis up in Minnesota. They did something similar. All right. The decision, which becomes effective on February 3rd, 2026, could affect more than 500,000 Haitians living in the U.S. under what's known as temporary protected status. The designation was granted to Haiti after a string of natural and political disasters, starting with the catastrophic earthquake in 2010 that left the country in economic ruins. Barring potential legal delays from lawsuits, Haitians now face returning to an unstable country, facing one of the worst humanitarian crises as criminal gangs control all major roads in and out of the capital of Port-au-Prince and aggressively spread their terror to other regions. DHS in its Federal Register notice acknowledged that certain conditions in Haiti remain concerning, but despite that and escalating violence that has engulfed Port-au-Prince, they've determined that there are no extraordinary and temporary conditions in Haiti that prevent Haitian nationals or aliens having no nationality who last habitually resided in Haiti from returning in safety, the agency wrote. So people you're about to get sent back to barbecue. Man. Man, this is getting heavy out here. It's getting heavy out here. Now, family, as we know, this is going to affect a lot of people, and it's going down. It's going down. And it shows how vulnerable these groups are when they don't have a strong, organized political shield behind them. In the past, foundational Black Americans, ladies and gentlemen, as we know, we were the default shield for immigrant Black groups. For a long time, we would be the ones stepping up by default, fighting for these groups. All right? Historically, when the U.S. cracked down on Black immigrants, foundational Black Americans, our organizations, churches, activists, we made noise, march, protest, forced politicians to back down. We weren't saying, are they Haitian, are they Somalian, are they Jamaican? We said, okay, these are Black people under attack. We're going to ride for them on principle. And that protection made a lot of immigrant groups feel like the U.S. would never really turn on them because they got us to ride for them. And they thought, okay, they just assumed that the foundational Black American protest machine was going to always be there. But family, because foundational Black Americans, we're now delineating and prioritizing ourselves. A lot of other groups, they just don't have that automatic protection. And when we stop automatically centering all of these immigrant struggles over our own reparations and things like that, over our own economic repair, that meant a lot of these groups couldn't just sit back and rely on foundational Black American outrage as a force field. So when that temporary protective status ends or immigration crackdowns hits, there's not going to be that same national foundational Black American uproar to stall these policies. See, the problem is, family, we as foundational Black Americans, we would step up for these groups. And what's interesting, the Haitians and Somalis are getting hit hardest first. And for years, disrespect towards foundational Black Americans, that helped create that isolation that these people are now facing. Man, it was Haitians and Somalis. They were some of the main ones all on these spaces, doing interviews, hopping on podcasts, crapping on us. Come on, let's talk about it. Oh, we're going to talk about it. Man, some of these Haitians and we done rode for Haiti. Hell, I did a movie about Haiti. As much as we've done to try to help Haiti and step up for Haiti, these folks, okay, what I hate when my thing does that. But these Haitian folks, man, they were all on podcasts. Yeah, I'm Haitian. I ain't like Black Americans. I got a culture. They ain't got no culture. Come on. The disrespect from the Roland Martins. Every other broadcast, we some stupid fools, dumbass fools, stuck on stupid. We got your folks over here talking at us crazy. Y'all don't vote for Kamala. Y'all dumb as hell. Y'all stupid ass fools. Man, y'all, come on. Come on. Come on. Man, we up here trying to honor your history and trying to step up for you. And then y'all turn around and tell us we stupid fools and we ain't got no culture. Hell, in the last couple of weeks, y'all seen people call in here Haitian. Y'all hear how crazy these Haitian women be talking? Come on, yeah, I mean, come on. These Haitian women call up here talking crazy. Talking about, yeah, we need to thank them for freedom and they built the U.S. Talking about Haitians built the U.S. and the Haitians built the White House and they got us free. Like, what? What? It's talking crazy. And the Somalis too. Come on, the Somalis were the main ones on Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse. Oh, with that baby mama, y'all smoke crack and y'all eat Popeye's chicken and calling us the N-word with the hard ER. Yeah, I did. Somebody said, did I have a documentary about Haiti? Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Hey, yeah, I did a documentary. I'm honoring the history. I'm putting my money out there to put films together to honor the history. They send folks, they have people like Kai Sanat, who's over here emulating our culture, talking about we don't have culture. Huh? So these people, immigrant groups come over here, the Black immigrant groups, talking about we're lazy and we got to stay away from the Yankees and the Okadas and we're jealous of them. We ain't got no culture. While simultaneously enjoying the fruits of our civil rights struggle and our street level organizing. And now, people, you're seeing that form of disrespect has consequences. You can't just keep publicly spitting on the same group whose protest power and advocacy made this country even tolerable for you, and then expect some kind of emotional or political or grassroots energy when your status is now on the chopping block. See, these folks thought, come on now, they thought and assumed that whiteness in the Democrat Party would protect them more than foundational black Americans. They thought, okay, we're here now. The Democrats be running stuff. They're all powerful white people. So I'm here. I'm kissing up to them. So I'm good. And y'all were the ones saying how different you were from us. Well, we going to talk about it tonight. We going to talk about it tonight. Y'all were the ones saying how different you were from us. Yeah? I'm not black, I'm Haitian. Okay. That's fine. I got a culture, they don't. Okay. All right. Got it. Y'all was sending over the Q, people who started World Star. He was a Haitian. You come over here and start portraying the worst of black culture and profiting off of it. While we put out movies like 1804 uplifting your culture, you come over here with Q and you start World Star that shows ratchetness nonstop that puts a black eye on our culture. Y'all have Haitians like Mona Scott Young, who comes over and produces Love and Hip Hop. Ratchet TV that shows horrible, ratchet images of melanated people, and many of them are immigrants. Who's on Love and Hip Hop, by the way? Come on. So you thought aligning yourself with the white liberals, the Democrat machine, and creating these anti-black American websites that shows degenerate behavior that prioritizes that. Oh, you were going to be the model minority. You thought you were going to be safe. And now the DHS, they're stripping those protections. These same white-led systems, notice the white people, they ain't really stomping for you. Sandra Rose, yeah, Lipstick Alley is tether damn central. Lipstick Alley is a cesspool of hateful ass anti-FBA tethers. So now Trump, man, they didn't strip that status away. They about to start shipping people out. The white liberals ain't said nothing. Huh? The white tea liberals ain't saying nothing. They ain't stomping for you. You thought you were in there, huh? Y'all thought y'all were in there with the white liberals. What's up, Brother Leo? Y'all shout out to Brother Leo. Y'all tap the screen when you come in here and share the space. Yeah? Come on. Come on now. Come on. Let's talk about it. It's heavy. So, foundational Black American delineation, it's showing accountability out here in these streets. We're prioritizing ourselves first. We're not going to be guilted into centering everybody else's agenda over ours. That shift changes the whole political ecosystem. So when a policy like this for Haitians comes down, it exposes who actually built power, who has built-in power, who has coalitions. You know? For a lot of these groups who spend years integrating into these anti-FBA narratives, this is a heavy backlash. And see, this is what happens, family, people, I want you non-FBAs to listen. This is what happens when you attack the only black group that actually challenges U.S. power. You understand something? These Pan-African conferences, they ain't moving the needle. NGOs ain't really moving the needle like that. You know? The people who really got you temporary protected status, that was foundational Black Americans in the first place. Our civil rights struggle, our voting rights, our anti police brutality organizing and uprisings. See, that made America sensitive to humanitarian black crises in the first place, okay? That was us. So when these Haitians and Somali voices started joining in on the anti FBA propaganda, calling us divisive and y'all FBAs are CIA funded when we want to kind of prioritize ourselves, you were helping to weaken the one block that actually can move the needle with the US government. And now we're focused on reparations, lineage. So now this is why they hammering down on you. Because see, folks know that we ain't protecting other people like that. Because we these folks try to gaslight us. They try to, okay, yeah, we got some tethers in here mad and upset. Hop on in, mad tether. Hop on in, hop on in. Yeah, y'all trolling in the chat room, but you're not hopping on in here. You're gonna be hopping on up out of here when they start getting you up out. Listen to me. You can be mad in the chat room. Yeah, that's the problem. All of that antagonism, because see, we weren't attacking anybody. You ain't really got nothing to attack. The minute we say, you know what, for right now, in this next little election cycle, we're gonna have to prioritize foundational Black American agendas right now. We've been fighting for so many other people. We got to really take care of ourselves. Sometimes you fight so much, you got to really tend to your own wounds. Like we got to stitch ourselves up. We've been fighting everybody's battle. So we have to, bandage ourselves up. We have to stitch ourselves up. We have to get it together. So what we're going to do, we just got to prioritize ourselves right now, just so we're good. And then all of a sudden, we got attacked for prioritizing ourselves. You are divisive niggas. You are MAGA. You must work for Contempro. You are the CIA if you want to prioritize yourself. We got all of this massive disrespect simply because we wanted to prioritize ourselves, just like you guys are prioritizing yourselves. You prioritize yourselves, and nobody bats an eye. We want to prioritize ourselves, and y'all running around talking about we're the CIA and the federal government is funding us and all of these tether lies, and that's another thing. We just got tired. We don't just all the lying and scamming. You're coming around lying all the time. So we're like, okay, just do you. We ain't trying to harm you because we don't get none out of harming you, but go do you. Go just do you. Just go over there and do you. Mark Long, you got 30. Hold on, Mark Long, you're going to have to get on. If you're not going to be in the comment section just trolling out of anger and jealousy. You're not going to do that. Mark Long, you're going to have to get on up and speak on camera, sir, or speak in the queue. You're not going to troll in the chat room, okay? You're not going to troll in the chat room. You're going to have to step on up, and you got 30 seconds to do so, or you're going to get taken out of here. Okay, we got this person here. Now, what's happening? Hop on, man. Come on, no relation. You're not going to be in the chat room just saying stuff. Now, you're on the stage. You're going to say anything?
I said FBA is not a real thing.
Okay.
They don't exist.
Yes, it does. That's why your people are getting deported.
My people's not getting deported at all.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That's very real. And the consequences are real. That comes from real advocacy and a real group of lineage sitting down and not caping for you, sir. How do you feel about that?
So let me ask you. They
Now, how
say
do you feel about
FBA.
how do you feel about that? How do you feel about
How I feel about what?
the
That's it. What
the
was the
lineage
question?
not caping for you and your people being threatened with deportation?
My people are not being threatened with deportation.
Yes, they are.
No, they're really not.
Yes, sir. You have a foreign accent, sir.
Nah, I'm actually, I got a little bit of a cold. I don't have no foreign accent.
Where's your family from, sir? Just be
Florida,
honest.
Florida.
You're
I mean, part
Caribbean.
of my part of my family from the Bahamas, but
Right, you're
we
Caribbean.
we Floridian. We Floridian.
You're Caribbean, sir.
I'm Caribbean and Floridian.
You're Caribbean. You're Bahamian. You're
Yes,
not a
sir.
foundational black American, sir.
No, I was born in Orlando, Florida.
You're an anchor baby. That's called being an anchor baby.
That's not being an anchor baby,
That's
sir.
100% being an anchor baby.
My grandmother's from Sanford, Florida. My grandfather's from Nassau, Bahamas. I'm not
Yeah,
an
yeah,
anchor baby,
yeah.
sir.
You're Caribbean. Your whole family's Caribbean, sir.
Nah, not really. My whole
Yes,
family's
they
from
are.
Georgia, actually.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You're a lying teller.
Oh man, you
You're a
making it
lying
hard.
teller.
You making it difficult to try to square the circle. But no,
Yeah,
sir. I'm
yeah.
actually I'm actually from Florida.
Sir, you're a lie. You came in lying already. You talking about
No,
that?
I really didn't.
No, you
Actually,
came in. Yeah, you
you
came
you
in.
can't.
You came. And first of all, you don't talk over me. We don't do that. You came in the room lying, talking about FBA ain't a real thing. The hell it ain't. We
Because
43.
it's not a real thing.
Yeah, we 43 million deep. The hell you mean? We ain't immigrants like you.
Name a legislation, sir, that you
Yeah,
started.
yeah, yeah. We're 43 million. Yeah, the 14th Amendment.
How deep you are? Name a
The
legislation that you
14th
started, sir.
Amendment, sir. The 14th Amendment, sir. Yeah,
You
that was
got
my
kicked out of
foundation.
ADOS. What
That
is
was
a
my.
legislation?
Okay, no, don't you kick? Well, ho, kicked out of. Okay, now you're trolling, trolling, trolling.
Oh, I'm not trolling. I'm being
Trolling.
You
You trolling now. Oh, you got
Why are
14s,
you
14s,
considering me a troll?
14s, 14s. Yeah, I'm up here talking. You asked me
Hold on,
about
you brought
legislation.
me
No, no,
up,
no,
and
no.
now
Now
you're
you,
saying
now you trying to troll out. This is what I'm
no.
saying with these
You brought
tellers.
me up, and
Yeah,
stop trying to correct.
no, no, no. You
Stop
trying to
trying to set.
troll out. You trying to troll out. You asked me about legislation. I'm about to run it down. You talking about kicked out of ADOS. I was never in no damn organization.
Name a
DOS.
legislation.
Why did you just lie?
Name a legislation.
No, no, no. You ain't gonna no. You ain't gonna just sit here
Name a
saying
legislation
stuff. I just did.
that you started.
I just did,
The
Musty
13th
Feather.
Amendment,
I just
not
did.
your
I
legislation.
just did. Yes, it is. That it
What did
is.
FBA?
That's foundational Black American legislation. What are you talking about?
No, it's not, sir.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
A
it
white
ain't. You
sir,
a tether and you say so,
a white man has squared that circle regarding that legislation.
sir. You,
What did you start,
sir. The 14th Amendment was a foundational Black American grassroots movement. It was
sir?
that
It
was a grassroots movement from us,
really was
sir.
not, sir. It
Do
really was
what?
not.
Yeah, how is the tether gonna tell us our
So so
history?
so because
So William Nesbitt and these
because here's the
people.
thing. What was the original?
You're not
What,
just gonna sit up here
what
lying.
was the
You're not gonna
what was
sit up
the?
here lying, sir. You lying tether.
Why
So
are you trying?
this is
Why
why
are you trying
this
the
sir is why y'all
narrative?
this is why y'all getting deported.
Is what,
Yeah, you're not gonna sit up here lying.
sir? No, sir, nobody believes anybody that know me. First of all, know that I'm not even from Bahamas. Second of all,
Who cares? Okay, yeah, you're not just gonna sit up here lying like a damn tether. Okay, who gives a damn? There you go. Okay, we're not gonna have no musty tether sit up here lying. Family, this, ladies and gentlemen, is why folks are getting put up out of here. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, in real time. All he's going to do is lie. The 14th Amendment, that was a foundational, the 13th and 14th Amendment, that was a foundational Black American grassroots movement led by people like William Nesbitt and others coming out of Philadelphia. That was the Black grassroots organizing that. You think white people woke up and said, hey, let's make these people equal citizens under the law? No, we had to stomp for that. I'm like, physically fight these people, getting into shootouts, and it was a big thing. That was a Black grassroots movement. Look at people like William Nesbitt and others. That was a Black grassroots movement. Most of these civil rights laws started from us mobilizing on the grassroots. The voting rights, fair housing, immigration came from us too. Fair, equal immigration, that's us too. We were stomping for that. We said we're going to make everything equal. We're the only people that have stomped and push for equal legislation for everybody. That came from a black grassroots mobilized unit. All right. This fool, he thought he was going to come in here trolling and lying. You got kicked out of. I ain't never, ever co-signed the organization ADOS. Never. Don't come in here lying. I ain't never co-signed that organization. Ever. ADOS is a dead brand because of it. Anytime I talked about being a descendant of slave, I've always said lineage. I ain't never co-signed. I said all that shit about a group and a leader. No. I ain't got nothing to do with no damn group, no leader, no none of that shit. Them running around talking about they're the leaders or something, I don't know what they're talking about. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And that's why people stopped even referring to the term ADOS and all that, because they were flipping it on some shit that nobody was co-signing. Most people weren't co-signing no damn ADOS organization. Don't let them weasel in them damn lies. Most people never co-signed the organization damn ADOS. When we talked about American descendants of slaves, we're just talking about a lineage. These fools start running around here confusing people, talking about they're the leaders and all that dumb shit. I'm like, no, we ain't got no, you know. Y'all tap the screen. But again, as we see, a lying tether showing his lying tether stripes, and then you wonder why we ain't really stepping up. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why foundational black Americans just got tired. We got tired of this. What are we gonna do with this? We're not gonna build nothing with this. See, the whole Pan-African dream, we get all of these Sambos and all these people from all these other places, and we're gonna have one big black utopia. The grassroots realize, hey man, there's too many lying, scamming ass, tribalistic folks coming over here with that same cutthroat ass mentality. They ain't really trying to build nothing. We can't build nothing with people lying and scamming. Lying ain't even looked down upon. You got to understand something. These people, man, they come from a culture. With us, foundational black American, lying is looked down upon. Yeah, there are people who lie, but it's looked down upon. It's like, hey, when you establish yourself as a liar, nobody wants to rock with you. So you got to move on to another circle somewhere. In their culture, that's not looked down upon. They sit there practicing their lies. Okay, when you get there, you tell them you're 15 years old. Tell them that you are a refugee. You're trying to get asylum. Tell them somebody committed a crime against you so you can get a U visa. Everything is a lie and a scam. Yeah, they practice their lies with each other. You know? We don't have to live like that. We don't, as foundational black Americans, that's not our culture. Yeah? But yeah, this is heavy. This is a wake-up call. What's happening with this temporary protective status thing getting taken away? This is heavy. See, we're going to stay laser focused on our agenda, which is reparations, lineage-based policy, protection for our communities, and just maintaining our cultural integrity. And we're not going to get emotionally hijacked every time the system turns on another group that never really stood for us like that. You see, these folks thought that they would crap on us to get clout with the dominant society. How's that working? Yeah. See, the thing is, the foundational black American delineation movement, it removed that automatic safety net, forcing everybody to see the real power structure and who had their back all along. See, the thing is, man, a lot of these people, these non-FBAs from the Caribbean and Africa, these people miscalculated foundational black American power. Now they're seeing the consequences of it. See, they ran around here talking about we ain't got this. Oh, found FBAs, y'all ain't got no political power. Y'all ain't got no culture. See, these people thought, you know what they did, family? They mistook foundational Black American tolerance for powerlessness. They thought because we tolerated a lot of their horse shit that we were powerless. Like, no, we just ain't flex the power. No, we kind of gave people grace. We gave grace. We said, hey, man, y'all better get it together. What are you going to do, nigga? I'm here now. I'm here. Yeah, family, there was a video of a Haitian woman, and I wish somebody could. I've been looking for this video. It was a couple of years ago. They were calling her out for saying something greasy about Black Americans, and she doubled down. I forgot what her name was, and I've been looking for the video. Boy, she was talking so much shit. She was like, yeah, I said what I said. I'm here now. I am here. I can't be deported. I'm here. I'm making money. I'm booked and busy. What you can do? Yeah, my bills are paid. Ha 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 ha. She was like very antagonistic. Not Jessie Woo. That's another one who be talking crazy. That's Jessie Woo. That's another one. But it was another chick, man. I cannot find that video of her. Y'all remember who I'm talking about? She's like, yeah, what you can do? What you can do? I'm here. My bills are paid. Yeah, I'm booked and busy. I'm making money over here. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna do nothing. What's her name? Mimi Lee. Yeah, I want to find that video of her. Oh, I've been looking for that video. Oh, yeah, I never forgot that video. Yeah, I never forgot that video. That was a couple of years ago. Is her name Mimi Lee? Okay, she was talking cash shit. Like yeah, we're here. We all can't do nothing. Yeah, they were like, yeah, we taking over. Yeah, we here now. We taking over. Ha 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 ha. Oh, it was very antagonistic. Like, okay, okay. See, these immigrant groups, they would come into our neighborhoods, churches, activism spaces, cultural circles, and instead of understanding that as grace and hospitality that we have, they said, okay, these folks will let us do anything. So they assume that these Black Americans can't gatekeep anything. They let everybody in. But what they didn't understand is we're just being generous. We weren't being powerless. We're like, hey, man, we don't want to flip on your ass, but, you might want to get your mind right. And they said, hey, we can't do nothing. You're here now. You going to take over. You making all your money. Okay. So now we said, okay, we're going to delineate. And now we're going to enforce boundaries. Yeah. And many of these people, they believe because they infiltrated a lot of foundational Black American platforms that they've taken over the culture. See, a lot of these people, they done slipped in these FBA created spaces and media, hip hop activism, scholarship lanes, Black coalitions, all this stuff. And they start acting like they had equal ownership. So they thought, okay, yeah, we can get on your panels and dictate what resources are going to go to you and all this. So we said, no. We're changing all of that. They didn't understand just because we weren't gatekeeping yet that we lacked the ability to gatekeep. Oh, no. You're seeing in real time that we're gatekeeping. Oh, we're gatekeeping. See, they thought foundational Black American political disorganization was permanent, but it was just suppressed. It wasn't absent. See, foundational Black Americans, we spent years under manufactured narratives like, well, Black people can't unify, Black people don't stick together. No, and many immigrants, they believed those lies, and they thought that we lacked cultural cohesion. They didn't realize something deeper, family. Even when we argue publicly, we organize silently, and we vote strategically. Now, we'll put some differences to the side now. Yeah, we'll beef or whatever, but we can put some shit to the side. up in L.A. We had the Bloods and Crips going at each other. When things popped off in '92, there was a truce. We were all standing together. Everybody put that down, the differences to the side. You see? See, this delineation movement, see, that tapped into this latent unity that a lot of outsiders didn't really see coming. So all of a sudden, the same foundational Black Americans that they assumed were disorganized, we began influencing elections. We started shifting political discourse. We started setting these national narratives. And everybody was like, oh shit, oh shit. What is this? Oh, they didn't see this coming. And the foundational Black American Renaissance movement blindsided a lot of people, family. They thought, okay, we're just going to talk it down and denigrate it and all that stuff, and it didn't work. The foundational Black American Renaissance movement is very powerful right now. And it's all over. It's big. They can't control it. There is no leader, so you can't attack me. You can't attack no one person. And now people are shook. And there are consequences, ladies and gentlemen. See, a lot of these people thought disrespect wouldn't cause consequences because they saw many foundational Black Americans as too forgiving. These tethers were running around acting like we didn't have the ability or willingness to penalize disrespect. All that stuff, calling us akatas, lazy, cultureless, jealous, slaves. They thought nothing would come out of that. They thought they were good. But yeah, delineation changed the rules. They underestimated foundational Black American cultural dominance until they needed it. Foundational Black American culture defines global Black identity, ladies and gentlemen. Music, slang, activism, political framing, historic narratives, public discourse, everything. These people thought they could mock us while still leveraging our culture and our visibility to advance their own agendas. But now there's cultural blocking, and we're saying, no. Your culture is there. This is our culture. You do what you do. Since you say your culture is all that, you go ahead and relish in your culture. We're not going to stomp for you. You need to stomp for yourselves. And y'all don't have no traction. See, when it's up to you to stomp for yourself, things just go all downhill. Because people got cocky and confident, forgetting that y'all don't really have a history of stomping against the powers that be. I ain't talking about a one-hit wonder in 1804. I'm talking about consistently. A lot of these folks don't have a consistent track record of stomping against the powers that be. We do. Yeah? And they assume that our foundational Black American influence, it couldn't be weaponized. But delineation proved we can withhold collective power. Sometimes chilling out is a weapon. See, that's the thing. That's how powerful we can be. We can withhold votes. That's power. We can withhold cultural support. That's power. We can withhold social validation. That's power. We can redirect political narratives. That's power. We can publicly separate ourselves from other groups and their struggles. That is power, ladies and gentlemen. And we don't have to lay a finger on you. Oh, y'all thought that we couldn't flex power. We're flexing power, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? Oh, somebody made a great point. Somebody said we can withhold blackness. Yeah, we can let you know who's really black and who's not. But I just like to say, hey, who ain't foundational Black American and who's not?
When there is stank on the streets, there's only one man who will bring the heat.
Hey, Rootwork Jones, why you gotta split, sugar?
These musty jive turkeys think it's a game out here. I gotta get out here and show them I mean business. Can you dig it?
None of these smelly suckers can relax, because Rootwork Jones is back. Is the return of Dolomust, the Sultan of Stank. His mission? To turn Harlem into a musty mecca.
I'm going to plant a must bomb in Harlem. When it detonates, everyone in Harlem will be musty.
Rootwork Jones has to shake up the block. He has a limited time before the bomb drops.
Word on the street is Dolomus's men planted a bomb in a Cadillac in Harlem.
Thanks, Mama.
Can Rootwork Jones find the bomb before it explodes?
Where is the Cadillac with the must bomb, sucker?
Or will the city go into musty mode?
It's a couple blocks over that way.
Rootwork Jones is behind the wheel, socking stanky suckers all in their grills. Come see Rootwork Jones in Musty Inferno. Go to rootworkstyle.com for more info. Sucker.